we're going to begin down in a seated position on the mat with the ball. So once you get down there, bring your legs out to a V. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, feel free. You can also sit on a blanket or a towel to elevate your hips. That's going to make this position a little bit more comfortable. Flex your toes. Take an inhale to prep, sit up as tall as you can. Then on your exhale, roll your ball forward. Let your head hang heavy. Belly button pulls back. Inhale here. Exhale, roll to the right. Keep your left hip planted. Inhale. Exhale, roll to the other side. Right hip planted. Keep moving with your breath just like that. I'm going to turn here a bit so you can see what it looks like from a different view. Again, it's an inhale to hold and an exhale to move. Belly button's constantly pulling towards your spine. So what we're doing here is releasing in our lower back, allowing our side body to lengthen, warming up our abdominal muscles and our breath. Doesn't it feel good? Move through the set one more time, so make sure you even yourself out. Very nice. Then come back to center. On your next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Lovely. Then one foot in. I'm going to turn around again so you can see me, just like this. Then bring the ball over to the side where of the leg that's bent. And on your next exhale, roll this way. Hold. Make sure we're in the camera here. That would help, right? So what this one does is it's a little twist. It's a nice release for your lower back. Of course, the more you roll, the more you get into the twist, the more intense the stretch will be. Head is heavy, jaws relaxed. One more breath here. Make the most of it. Then on your next inhale, belly button to your spine, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Switch sides. So once again, you're bringing the ball to the side with the bent knee. Strong posture, inhale to prep, and then exhale, turn and roll out. Belly button pulls back. Upper body falls towards the mat. Use this opportunity to take some deep breaths. Really warm your body up with your inhales and your exhales. One more. Then inhale, roll up using your abs. Lovely. All right, bring the ball between your hands. Bright fingers, hands are at a 3 and 9 o'clock position. Your legs are out. You can decide if you want them relatively straight or more of a knee bend. Squeeze the ball, sit up as tall as you can. On your exhale, roll back a bit. Inhale, sit up tall again. Squeeze the ball. Shoulders drop. Exhale, roll back. Belly button to your spine. So you decide how far you want to roll back. If you go back really far, that's going to be the most challenging position. Maybe you just move a few inches today. That's what you need. You've got 3 more. Squeeze the ball, roll back. Zip up in your belly. Inhale, sit up tall. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, roll back. Legs stay still. You're doing great. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good. Sit up tall. And then bring your legs wide again. We've got that V-sit stretch to do. This time, though, I'm just going to have you hold in the middle. So you're going to really work on pulling your belly button back and reaching forward. So on each exhale, see if you can roll just a little further forward. Your seat stays planted on the mat. And just like before, head, neck, and jaw are relaxed, hanging nice and heavy. 2 more breaths here. A big inhale through your nose. Belly button back. Exhale through your mouth. Roll forward a bit. Inhale. Exhale, roll forward. And then inhale, roll up. Awesome. Now, if what we just did with those rollbacks was challenging for you, do it again. If you're looking for a little bigger challenge, we're going to do a slightly different variation of that called Russian twists. So decide on your leg position, squeeze the ball, sit up as tall as you can, take an inhale to prep, exhale, roll back, you decide how far back. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the right, squeeze the ball, inhale, come back, exhale, twist to the left, nice. So the more you roll back and the bigger your twist, the harder this one will be. Legs stay nice and still. One more set. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, other side. Come back to center. Sit up tall. Awesome job. You can bring your feet out. We've got one more set of these V-sits. This time we're going to work on lengthening our side body even more. So on your next exhale, roll forward. Inhale here, and then exhale, roll to the right and stay. So I want you to really work on lengthening right here. Left hip is planted. And if I were you, I would encourage you looking at your knee. Excuse me. Let's try that again. If I were you, I would look at your right knee. There we go. That's going to help release your neck. So on each exhale, you're rolling the ball a little bit further away from your body. You've got one more big breath here. Then inhale to prep. Exhale, roll your ball to the left side and stay. Right hip is planted. Turn your gaze down at your left knee. And on each exhale, lengthen. Inhale, stay, and then exhale, try to lengthen a bit more. We hold a ton of tension in our side body. So whenever we can lengthen and open up there, you're going to feel a lot better in all areas of your body. So it's going to help your hips feel better, your lower back, so on and so forth. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, roll up. With a lot of mindfulness, stacking your vertebrae. Once you get to the top, drop your shoulders. And we're heading to the wall. So grab your ball. And we're going to do some squats on the wall. Just got to adjust my mic here, excuse me. There we go. So the ball is at your lower back. You're going to bring your feet out. Toes are going straight forward, hip width apart or even a little wider. Now you have to muster up a little courage because notice how my feet aren't like this. I'm not standing up just straight and tall. I'm actually bringing them forward a bit and then leaning into the wall. So having a corner like this is kind of nice. If you want a little extra support, you just bring your hands up here. So strong posture. On your next exhale, drop down. Oh, I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong breath. Inhale here, exhale up. There we go. Inhale down, exhale push up. Now with these squats, you can start with just a little baby movement like this. Now as you want a bigger challenge, then you go down closer to a 90-degree angle. So as always, you decide your range of motion. What you really want to focus on is not letting your knees go past your toes. That's why we didn't stand like this, because look what happens. We need our feet out far enough away from the wall where we have a nice base of support for our legs. That way, our glutes and hamstrings do the work, which is what we want, and our knees are protected. Now take a break whenever you need to. If you're having a really hard time, try bringing your arms up to a T. That's going to help you balance. We've got 3 more if possible. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, zip up, come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more time. Excellent. Turn around. Wall push-ups. Bring the ball at your chest height, not up like this, right at chest height. You can either bring your palms on the ball, or if your wrists are sore ever, you can bring your fists to the ball. Start relatively close to the ball. So the closer your feet are to the wall, the easier this will be. Further your feet are, the harder it will be. And start with a pretty big base here to begin with. Then lock up your pelvis. So I'm squeezing my glutes, tilting my pelvis under, belly button is zipping. Inhale, bring your chest towards the ball. Exhale, push up. Ball stays as still as possible. Inhale down, exhale up. Now, if you would like a bigger challenge at any point, today or one day someday, then first start by making your base a little narrower, so feet closer together. If you still need a challenge, then start to walk your feet back a bit away from the wall. Now your range of motion is bigger and it becomes a different exercise, doesn't it? What you really don't want to feel here with the wall push-ups is your lower back starting to strain. If that's happening, then what's probably happening is you're kind of getting into a duck butt here. We never want that. We want to lock up this way and have our abdominal muscles support us instead of straining in our lower back. One more. Awesome job. From here, we've got one more round of wall squats. So find that same position we were just in. Arms out to a T if you need it. Otherwise, down by your side for a bigger challenge. You're going to inhale, come down. Exhale, up. Now, I want you to pay close attention to your feet on this round. Two things I want you to notice. Are you pushing through your heels? If you are, that's a good thing. If you're pushing through your toes, then you're putting unneeded strain on your knees. So I like to kind of lift my toes up a bit to make sure that I'm not doing that. Secondly, you don't want your feet to roll out towards your pinky toe side. You want to keep all four corners of your feet equally planted on the ground. That's going to keep your knees in the proper alignment. All right, if you're looking for a big challenge, you can hold down, bring your arms up to cactus arms, and come in and out. So we're getting a little arm work here. Hang on, you've got two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then from here, drop your arms, push up. You are a rock star. Final set of push-ups, and then we'll do child's pose and call it a day. So decide how far apart you want your feet, so the size of your base. Then decide how far away from the wall you'd like them. Plant your palms or your fists, balls at chest height. Come in and push out. You're locking up your pelvis into your rib cage, so you're not letting that duck butt come out. Zipping up in your belly. Shoulders to your hips, not your ears. And chin towards your chest, not up towards the sky. So, you're paying attention to how big your movement is. If you need an even bigger challenge, you've adjusted your base, you've made your movement bigger, and your feet away from the wall, one thing you can do is start to pick up the pace. Ball still stays as still as possible. 5 seconds here. 2, 1, and done. Awesome. Bring yourself back to the mat. And as I mentioned, we're going to finish up with child's pose. So bring your big toes together to touch. Knees mat width apart. Exhale, roll forward. Hips stay back. Let your chest fall towards the mat. Head is heavy. Deep breaths. Then on your next inhale, belly button to your spine. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you back here again very, very soon.